Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Be 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. I'm Ahmed Oladimeji Kazim, aka KC, the great. And speaking of greatness, BTC is not doing that right now. Now if you look at the chart, you see the market is dropping drastically this morning, especially when we close below the 88,000 yesterday and we broke below 5,000 early this morning. And if you can see, Bitcoin is trading at 82,600 as I'm talking to you right now, and we even spiked 81,000 US dollars. And like I said, you should stay away from the market. So if you've been listening to me or you've been watching the show, you will definitely not be in a panic mode or you'll not be stressed out, because I told you guys to leave the market at 123k. Also, when I got an entry at 104, I told you to leave the market at 104,000 US dollars. So if you are following this channel and you're looking at what we're doing, definitely you will not have a problem. But if you're not doing that, I bet you'll be sweating under your pants. But don't worry, the reason why this show is very important is we take a look at what is going on the charts, the news, and everything around the crypto space to what now analyze how we are going to handle our portfolio. So having said that, we're going to take a look at all this chart analysis on the screen and know what we need to do or how we need to go about it. But before we dive into the show, let us share the link in the community. And speaking of community, if you want to be part of what is going on in the community, the $100 challenge sponsored by Blofin, or the signal on the educational content in the community, you might want to check the links in the description. The links are down there. Join the community and be part of the greatness we are doing on this show. Join the live now. Let me post it in the group as well, the challenge group sponsored by Blofin. Yeah, join the live now. All right, we have done that. So as you all know, on this show, first thing we do is we take a look at some news that are making the waves before we now continue what is happening on the chart. And if you look at the first thing that I saw this morning, BlackRock Bitcoin ETF sheds 2.47 billion US dollars in November as outflow hit record of 3.79 billion US dollar. I told you guys this bull run is different. This bull run is being powered and is being fostered with the inflow and outflow of ETF. And I told you guys, the moment you start hearing BlackRock, Grayscale, and all these big banks or big companies or big assets management company start selling ETF, you should know the market is going to drop. And if you remember on Monday, I told you when I saw about 1 point something billion dollar dropped immediately in ETF outflow out of Bitcoin, I told you this week is going to be bloody. And if you remember, I recorded a show, let me show you right here, and I call it Market in Free Fall. You see, market in free fall. That time we're still above 90k or thereabout. But what is happening now? You can see the market is tanking, and this is just the beginning, because if we do not get a grip or see any substantial news that will encourage the investor or the buyers to come back into the crypto space, I'm telling you, we might as well just accept we are in the bear market already, because the next place we are waiting for BTC to break now is $75,000. And if we destroy $75,000, just agree with me, we are in bear market and we'll be waiting for the market to turn to around 40,000 and 30,000 thereabout before we now say we'll start to see buyers coming in, because that is where we are. The fair value gap and all those things are waiting for market to mitigate. So if you look at the news, it's not looking good coming from ETF. Also, if you look at what is going on, Bitcoin price dips towards 81,000 and liquidation now approach 2 billion US dollars just this morning alone, because market dropped to 81,000. About 2 billion US dollars has been liquidated off the market. And that is not only the problem. Now everyone is saying, are we in the bear market? Because if we're in the bear market, we should expect the market to touch down 40,000 to 30,000 US dollars by late 2026. So this is really not good for crypto space. I'm not going to lie for you. And you know why I'm happy? I'm not happy because Bitcoin is dumping, because I always believe in Bitcoin, but you all know this thing is in cycle. 4-year cycle, it's over already. Remember 2021, the market started dropping in November. If you guys remember vividly, the market started dropping in November when we hit 69,000. This is the same thing we are seeing. The market is dropping again. But yet, the reason why I'm not going to write off this bull cycle yet, because we still have November, December before we enter January, is because I want us to break this floor, which is this 75,000. If we break this 75,000 now, we eventually drop into this zone between 75 and 50,000 US dollars. Just believe it, we are in bear cycle, and that means the 4-year cycle continues, because a lot of speculations have come out where people are saying maybe there is no 4-year cycle again because of what they're expecting, that we're going to have a super cycle this year. BTC is going to move to 150k, or everyone was just saying that, but the chart is not going to lie to you. The fortune teller will never lie to you guys, and that is why this show is very important, that you tune in every week of the day in the morning, so you can know what is going on in the crypto space, especially to know how you're going to go about your portfolio. State of the cryptocurrency market cap itself. Remember, we hit 4.3 or almost 4.4 trillion US dollars in October, just October. But right now, if you look at the cryptocurrency market cap, we are now below 3 trillion US dollars. We are sitting at 2.9 trillion US dollars. That is massive. Remember, only Bitcoin at some point was having up to 2.3 trillion. Now the total Bitcoin market is now what we are going to see the whole cryptocurrency market drop into. So this is not really good, but mind you, we need to be cautious, we need to be careful, because we might still see the market pump back before falling more. But until we see that, the market is in free for right now. And I told you guys, stay away from the market, stay away. I've been screaming on top of my voice for more than 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Stay away, stay away, stay away, because it is not a buy yet. When the market gives us opportunity to come back into the market, we'll definitely do that, and we'll smile to the bank. But remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. So the cryptocurrency market cap right now is sitting at 2.9 trillion US dollars. That means we've lost close to 1.5 trillion between October and now, and that is crazy. And you can see the trading volume in the last 24 hours amounted to about 261 billion US dollar. Of course, Bitcoin is trending, Sui is trending, and Zcash also is trending. You can see the top gainers right there. But let's now check what the top 10 looks like on the chart. And if you look at Bitcoin, is sitting at number 1, Ethereum is sitting at number 2, Tether at number 3, XRP at number 4, BNB at number 5, USDC at number 6, Solana at number 7, Tron at number 8, Lido Stake at number 9, and Dogecoin, the only meme coin in the top 10 ranking, is sitting at number 10. The likes of Cardona, Zcash, and the likes, they are below top 10. And if you want to know where your project sits on the cryptocurrency market ranking, you might want to check that out on CoinGecko.com. All right, before we move into the chart analysis as well, let's check what the economic calendar is looking like today, because yesterday we saw we're just having the what's it called, the data that come out of what will I call it, from United States. You know, the US government shutdown has been called off and the bill has been signed by the president. So now we'll start seeing those data coming out of the market, and we need to know more of that so we know how it's going to be. Although we already had bad news yesterday that the possibility of Fed cutting the rate has dropped to 30%. Can you imagine? It has dropped to what? 30%. So 30% means possibility of us getting rate tomorrow. I said tomorrow, next month, getting rate cut is 0. We might not have it, and that is why I'm believing we might as well be in bear cycle here that we don't know, because if rate cut didn't come to pass by next month, I'm telling you, market is going to dump harder. You can see the news we got yesterday about non-farm employment chain, employment rate, and unemployment rate. But today, what are we expecting today? Today we're expecting news to come out regarding the flash manufacturing PMI and the service PMI. Also, the core retail sales from Canada, the retail sales from Canada, and the SNB also is going to come out from China. Also, we're going to be seeing some good news coming out of Europe and Great Britain today. So we need to see, or we're going to see, a lot of volatility coming into the game this morning. So, but what you need to understand is right now BTC is not a buy. Please stay away from it. Excuse me, BTC is not a buy. Stay away from it, and we're going to see when we need to get back into the market. Let's now check some altcoins and see what we need to do depending on what you have in your portfolio. But we're going to check ETH. You can see Ethereum is dropping so hard. Now Ethereum has dropped from about 4K or 4,000, 5,000 all-time high to 2,600 right now. You can see it's trading at 2,665. Do you need to get into Ethereum right now, which is ETH? Hell no. As a matter of fact, I don't think you should even be thinking of buying any token right now, be it Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coin. Like I said yesterday, this is the best time for you to just go and relax, and it's almost festive period, guys. This is the best time. Just go and relax and be enjoying your life until the market cools off. Find new buyers to come into the market, then you can come back. But right now, if you're trying to buy the dip, the market will keep going deeper. Like I told you, I'm not part of the influencers or crypto trader that will tell you, oh, the market is at 3.6, okay, buy the dip. No, that means you're just still buying something blindly. What you need to do is you need to make sure you see a structure, you see a buying zone, and you see that the market is recovering. That is when you need to jump onto the bandwagon. Remember what happened last week when market turned to around 3.1 and we start seeing a structure around 3.5. A lot of people were asking me, should I jump into the market? I said no, because there is no confirmation yet. Until you have confirmation, until you are in a buying zone, until you have a structure, that is when you can say you jump back into the market. And remember, this analysis is for spot traders and investors. If you are interested in day trading, future trading, derivative options, and the likes, you might want to join my Telegram channel or my Discord channel. The links are down in the description on the YouTube channel. So guys, Bitcoin is not a buy right now, and it's really, really bad. But I'm not surprised. I already said I've been saying this for more than 2 months that this market is still going to drop. Is not a buy. Is not a buy. Is not a buy. So all of you that listened to me and took profit then, left the market, I believe you'll be smiling now. And one thing is, when you leave the market at the top, you can buy it cheaper at the bottom again. That is why it's very important not to be greedy or to be emotional about this. So Ethereum also is not a buy. Stay away from it. Let's take a look at Link, which is Chainlink. Chainlink is still dropping, but it's not down into our buying zone yet. So Chainlink is not a buy. What about AAVE? AAV is not a buy. What about Solana? Solana created a new low. I thought we are going to have a structure yesterday or the day before. So you can see I put it in yellow, but the structure wasn't confirmed. So it's still a sell. And I told you guys, stay away from it. So let's put it back to red. Now, the main one is now BNB. BNB is a sell right now. There's nothing you can do about it. If you're holding on to it, maybe you bought it at $40 or $500, $600, and you're hoping it's going to hit 2,000, 2,005, 3,000. Please get out of BNB right now. Although this is not financial advice, it's for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. But please and please stay away from BNB right now, because this one pump so high and it's going to dump so hard as well. So you don't want to find yourself in damage. Stay away from BNB right now. What about Litecoin? Let's take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin has not broken the structure, but I have a feeling it might break it because the stop loss will be around $79 and it's already approaching that place. So we're going to leave it like that. Keep an eye on it, but you need to make sure you watch. What about SUI? SUI is not a buy. Please stay away from it. What about AVAX? AVAX is not a buy. Stay away from it. What about ADA? That is Cardona, is not a buy. Stay away from it. XRP, not a buy. Stay away from it. Ton Network, not a buy. Stay away from it. What about AcerDex? AcerDex gave us a buy some days ago, and now it has now invalidated. Let's see. Yes, it has now invalidated the buy, and I told you guys yesterday that AcerDex, we are going to leave exactly where we get in. You can see it's exactly where we get in. The green candle is still there. Now let's turn it to red and leave the market. So please, you can leave the market for AcerDex as well, although we need to wait for it to break this today's candle, but since it has already even dropped already below it, let's put it to red and stay away from it as well. Let's take a look at pump.fun. Is not a buy yet and it's still dropping. Stay away from it. Ondo, stay away from. What about Zcash? If you remember, I told you guys, please do not buy Zcash because we saw the pump and it dropped down. Yes, till now it's still not a buy until we have confirmation. Please stay away from Zcash as well. So that's that regarding the altcoins. If you have any altcoins you want me to take a look at, you might DM me or comment in the comment section, and I will definitely add it to the list. Then we can use it to analyze the market. All right, let's dive into some meme token and see what we can do. If you look at Dogecoin, is not a buy. Stay away from it. What about Shiba Inu? Is not a buy as well. Stay away from it. Pepe, not a buy. Stay away from it. Popcat, I told you guys, not a buy. Stay away from it. Trump coin is now in trouble. Yes, Trump gave us a nice entry and he gave us some amount up to $9, but now Trump coin has now broken our structure and we are breaking below the structure. So right now you need to stay away from Trump token. Stay away from that also. Like I said from the beginning of this show, I just feel like almost all the tokens or all the cryptocurrency market need to be avoided right now. All right, but let's take a look at Millennial Coin. It has now dropped into the buying zone, but let's see if we're going to have a structure before we buy. Let's take a look at Notcoin. Is not a buy. Deep is not a buy. X is not a buy. Swamp is not a buy. So definitely almost everything today regarding cryptocurrency, token, asset, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, project, they are not a buy right now. Please and please stay away from them. Forget about buying the dip. You're going to buy when the market creates a structure, because the reason why a lot of you are losing money is because you want to buy the dip, then it goes deeper till you get liquidated or lose your money. You don't want to do that. Let the market drop. Don't worry, even though you retrace about 3% upward or 5%, it's none of the business. What you want to do is to make money. So if it retraces and it creates a structure, you join it. If there's no structure, it will still fall back. Look at this. This is an example. Let me give you an example with BTC right here. You can see BTC dropped to 102,000 and retraced immediately within 4 days or 3 days back to 116. But I told people in my community that it is still not a buy. Forget about this retracement you're seeing. It's just for people that already set the buying what will I call it, buy limit or buy stop around that zone. That's why you saw that massive spike up. And what happened? The market dropped down, and where is it trading now? At 82,000 US dollars. So one thing you need to know is, on this show we say that it is, and we're using our years of experience to analyze the market to make sure other people do not go through the same mistake we've made in the past. So the market is still a sell. Almost every token, every coin on cryptocurrency market right now as I speak to you is still a what? Sell. So please stay away from the market. Just stay away from the market completely, except you are a future trader where you short the market, in and out like that. Yes, that is different. But if you're an investor, spot trader, stay away from the market. So that's that regarding the charts analysis. Let's now check the bonus one, which is gold. I told you gold was still a buy yesterday. You can see it's still maintaining the entry point at $4,050. The real stop loss is going to be when it breaks below 3,900. Until then, you can still hold on to position of gold, which is still looking good with what we are seeing. All right, guys, let's now check what the fear and greed index is looking like before we end the show. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please and please subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can always get notified when I come live or drop anything. Also, you can follow me on X, on Facebook, on TikTok, and on Instagram, so you do not miss out on anything I'm dropping on those platforms. Now let's check the fear and greed. We've been on extreme fear for almost a week now. Remember, I started on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and today Friday. We started to extreme fear. Last week, extreme fear. Yesterday, extreme fear. Right now, extreme fear at 14%. So I know this is where we need to start what? DCAing. But remember, you've been DCAing from 100,000. You bought at the top. Remember, imagine you are now buying at 81,000, or maybe this thing is still going to drop to 75, because where I have the main floor that I feel it can hold this massive dump we are seeing is around 75,000. And if it breaks 75,000, 40,000 and 30,000 what we'll be looking for. Yes, it's a good news for people that take profit at the top, but it's a bad news for people that are still in the market, still holding on to their token. That means they're going to watch the market fall and rise again. Their asset is not going to increase. But people that took profit at the top, now they'll buy at the bottom and have more tokens, and that will add more to their portfolio. And that is why this show is very, very important. Make sure you subscribe and always watch the show every morning, and it's coming up live every week of the day. So the fear and greed index, talking about the cryptocurrency market sentiment analysis, is sitting at 14% right now, and that is so extreme fear, and we need to be careful. Yes, I'm happy because everything I've been saying, all the analysis, the prediction I've been saying, have been coming to pass for the past 2-3 months now. So if you've been watching the show, you should not be crying. You're supposed to be partying, because you've already saved your money, then you use it to buy at a cheaper rate. Right now, all right, guys, that's what I have for you on the show this morning. I still remain my humble self. I'm Ahmed Olad Magic Kazim, aka KC the Great. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can always get notified when I come live. Until I catch you on Monday, because I'm not going to be coming live on Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you on Monday again, when we're going to take a look at this crazy dump and massive dump we are seeing in the market. And I hope maybe we're going to see some, little pump on Sunday, or I don't know. But till Monday, please and please stay away from trouble. Trade well, and remember, it's not how much trade you take, but